Welcome back everybody to the R44 YouTube channel. Today you find us in Tom Wrigley. Welcome back everybody to the R44 YouTube channel. Today we've got Tom's M240i behind me and it's going in for a stage 1 remap. But first we have to do very, very annoying tasks. And that's remove this beautiful ECU, which I'm going to show you in a minute, Tom doing it. And we're going to send it to Femto over in Finland. They're going to unlock it. Unfortunately, they're the only people in this world that can unlock the ECU. It's about like £1,000 charge. They'll unlock it, they'll load up MHD to it, and that will allow us to flash software kind of to the ECU, adjust things and send things to the moon, as well as doing the gearbox, but that can be done with B-Flash, I believe it is. So anyways, watch this. All right, so you've seen Tom remove this. This is gonna get DHL label and that's gonna be done. So that aside, ready for DHL. Let's have a look underneath the car because the next time you see this, it'll be on the dyno going in for its stage 1 ECU and TCU map. So underneath the car, they're pretty bare underneath. You can see we removed a few little panels, but you've got the standard catback system, the horrible OPF filters that are staying in place, bloody massive catalytic converter underneath there. I thought there was a resonator on these systems, but I guess not. It's just 2 OPFs and that's it. And then you've got this horrible back box, obviously. So 2 pipes come in around the differential, through the back box, through 2 tips. So what we're gonna do next is leave this car here for a week and do that. But I'm gonna bounce in front of the car and I'll walk you through 3 steps that have to happen if you wanna map your car. All right, I'm gonna run you guys through the boring stuff. So what you need to do is go on the website, check out the basket, or hit up our phone lines, our emails. Kuba and Blair and Leia and all the sales team will take care of you from start to finish. But the process is, you either come to Tom Wrigley Performance on a Monday morning and drop the car. So you drop the car to Tom Wrigley. He's up, if you're in England, he's up here, so northwest of the country. You can drop the car to him on a Monday morning. He'll then park the car outside or on the ramp, take the ECU out, send it to Finland. The ECU will be out in Finland for normally 3 to 4 to 5 working days, depending on DHL. Once the ECU comes back, hopefully the normal operations is Monday and Wednesday. Monday the ECU leaves, Wednesday it comes back, Thursday the car goes in for mapping, and on Friday you can collect it, and that's what you can do at Tom. Or you can come to R44 in London. So we're right in the heart of London next to Wembley Station. You can drop the car on a Monday, do the same process. We'll send off the ECU, we'll then bring it back. In the meantime, we can install your down pipes, your mid pipes, your turbo, whatever it is. And then you can pick it up and you can drive it up to Tom Wrigley Performance, whether you pick it up on the Thursday or the Friday and drive it to Tom's, or you take it away for a couple of days and then drive it to Tom's, depending on your schedule. But R44 HQ is a good kind of operation, well, a good link for transport. So if you need to get the tube home and then a train or anything like that, it is really helpful. So that's the 2 options, and that's where we're kind of involved with the mapping. We're really only interested in the hardware install and the hardware and supply. Tom and Mike Bull are the software. R44 does not touch any software, just hardware. Anyways, let's get this car. Well, I'm gonna go do something for a couple days and then I'm gonna come back and get this thing on the dyno. All right, so it is finally time that we get to put some power in this G42. So you just seen all the havoc that we have to get through, all the havoc we have to do to the ECU to get it unlocked so we can actually just put a bit of BHPs into it. But Tom's loading it up now, so you can see the car's now on the dyno. It's just done a quick base run, so we just ran it up, we've just squared it up, strapped it up a little bit tighter, and I'm gonna hand the mic over to Tom, and he's gonna run through how he maps the gearbox and how he maps the ECU and everything that's kind of involved on that side so you can understand it. And it's the same process for all the stages. If you're doing a stage 1 gearbox, stage 1 ECU and all that fun stuff. So let's get to the front of the car where Tom will explain everything.
So the ECU is back on now. It's fully being unlocked at Femto. Along with the unlock, we use MHD as our tuning platform. So that's essentially ECU gets unlocked and then we have a platform to tune off of, and then Mike will do a custom tune via MHD. Cool features with MHD. You've got sort of the map switching function if you want to go further with the car. You've got a valve controller, ethanol content sensor. But for now, we're just going to do a plain stage 1, but it gives all the features enabled and it gives us the ability to tune the car freely. Alongside that, we're going to be tuning the gearbox. So we're currently just reading the gearbox out now, ready to send to Mike Ball to tune. So we use B-Flash for that. It's a full flash of the gearbox. We've got a proper calibration for this car now. So we'll get that read out, get that updated, and then see what gains we get from stage 1.
So you just seen Tom's car on the dyno. It doesn't sound great, but it is a real good stepping stone. So that dyno pull there made 100 horsepower over the stock. So let's run it off. Stock makes about 360 horsepower, which you can see on the dyno graph here. That car just ran 408 wheel horsepower. So annoyingly, well, it's the good thing on big power builds and everything, we kind of want to work off the wheel horsepower, but there is a transmission loss. So at the crank, it's running about 470 brake horsepower, and that's a calculation of 15%. But if you want to talk wheel horsepower, and that's what we talk when you go up to the bigger numbers, it's 408 wheel horsepower and 470 brake horsepower. Newton meters is obviously what we want. That's four-wheel drive system. We can put it down to the ground. We want as much Newton meters as possible without damaging the gearbox, of course. So it made 670 Newton meters of torque. So that's really, really good. So a really good stepping stone. And the retail prices I've just seen as well, gone through all the website and stuff, you're looking around £2,700 for the full stage 1 package. Understandably, that is quite expensive, and that is literally just the software side and unlocking, but you've got to understand that is a really good stepping stone forward. So if you ever want to change to a stage 2 map, all you're upgrading is the TCU and the ECU map from Tom and a re-dyno, and obviously adding hardware. So as you can see on that dyno graph previously, there's some other graphs there, and that is the stage 2 and the stage 2 plus. Something that we're working on. We're just putting a bit more effort into it. We're just dialing it in, getting some back to back testing done, and confirming what hardware we want to advise, and then we'll launch that in the coming weeks. So guys, make sure you keep on that. Keep on to whatever you want for your G42. We have so many good options. We've been working on this platform for over 3 years. So yeah, get on the website now. We've got loads of stuff from badges to intakes to exhaust. And of course, if you want stage 1, hit us up now. All the details will be down below. Thanks again. Like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and catch us on the next one.